This is computer-generated chess problem 01356 by Chesthetica. Now in this position, white has got two rooks, two minor pieces and a pawn against black's queen, minor piece and two pawns. So white is ahead by about one minor piece. Notice also that black has got a pawn on e2 that is about to promote, and that black's bishop on g8 is in a position to be captured. But there's actually a mate in 3 here. Let's analyze the solution. So there are also longer mates, mates in 5 and mates in 7, but we are not interested in those because the most efficient way to win is in 3 moves. And surprisingly, the key move here is bishop to d2. But before we get into that, let's take a look at some other possibilities. For instance, what most players would do in this position. What if king captures bishop? White wins a piece and will likely win the game anyway. But then in this position, black can play queen to d5 check, forking the king and the rook on c4. But white is actually still okay because he can cross-check with rook, and then after king to g5, the other rook moves over to e4, and not only do the rooks defend each other now, but the pawn on e2 is also further prevented from promoting. Capturing this bishop would also tend to make sense because the bishop was attacking the rook on c4. So perhaps another move that white might consider here, given that the bishop is attacking the rook on c4, would be rook to c2. But in this position, black might promote anyway, because after rook captures, say, g2, then queen captures e3. Or if rook captures e1, then queen captures c2. White is still winning, but there's no real forced checkmate in this position. So the candidate moves here of king capturing bishop or rook to c2 are playable, but they are not preferable. The winning move is simply bishop to d2. Now, this move is playable because there's a pawn that's preventing the queen from capturing the bishop. If black promotes, white wins instantly with a double check, rook to h3, or even rook to e6. The double check means that the king has to move. Capturing either one of the attacking pieces doesn't work. So to defend against those two threats of rook to h3 or rook to e6 mate, black might play king to g5. And here, all white needs to do is create a discovered check, rook to f3. And after king to h4, knight to g6 mate. What if black plays g5? Well, here white can win with rook to c6, sacrificing the rook. This is to get the queen away, and then white wins with rook to h3 mate. So let's take a look at this position one more time. The key move is the quiet bishop to d2. Black plays g5. White sacrifices his rook with rook to c6 check. The queen has to capture it. Notice how bishop to e6 also loses to rook on the c file capturing e6 mate, or even rook on the e file capturing e6 mate. So queen captures rook, and white checkmates with rook to h3. Thanks for watching. Until the next one.